G'day viewers, Ivan here from Peak Off-Road, Wetherill Park, Sydney, Australia, for another edition. Welcome again to everyone for another edition of the Canopy Camper. This is pretty exciting because this is the first D-Max in Australia with one fitted on. So this is a dual cab, as you can see to my left and right, a nice white one with the black, and it's great contrast. We have to firstly thank Artie from 4X Adventures behind the camera that's doing all this. Without him, it wouldn't happen at all. And like always, we're going to keep with the same routine. The same routine is, I'm going to pop the top up, we're going to open and close the awning and get that out of the way so we've got a bit of lighting so you can see inside. So before further ado, let's get into it. Come on. Okay, like always, we're just going to open this up because it helps. So it's pretty straightforward. There's only two latches, both stainless steel. So we just plug them off, pluck them off, get them off. Oh, grab the bungee cord while you can, before it gets too far. Oh, I left the stays inside. See, this is what happens when you're not prepared. The door is a gas assist anyway, so I'll leave this one down here. You can do it this way, and you can do this from inside. We didn't leave this open, and it's going to give us a little bit of a pain when you bring it down for the bellows. Doesn't let the air fast enough out. So that's done. I'll close the door back up again, and we'll get into the door in a second. So now we are ready to open the awning up. It's like always pretty simple. The zipper is pretty easy part of it. There's 3 Velcros. The first Velcro, undo it, let it hang. Third and last one, as always, it falls down in front of you. We grab the 3 poles and just bring them out. The reason why we do that is if you keep pulling on it, it'll actually cause damage to the bag. So once you get to the back section, just flick that over, grab the little arm, and around it goes. So if you feel any tension at all, if it gets caught up the front, for instance sake, you just stop and go have another look. So I think this is the first or second time this has been open. So you put the little clip on, you do it up, as always, put the stay up. That's really it. That's not much to tell you about the awning. Again, we have videos on it. And all the vehicles that we do have the Shadow Awning on, so you can see how that works. Down here, or up here, sorry, we have the leg that pops open, adjusts. It's got a little point there to put a peg down. And in every corner, there is a stay. Not a stay, but a rope that you can peg down. In this corner up here, you have your pegs, which live there permanently. So that was pretty easy. All I do now is get rid of it, and get it out, and get to the exciting bit. Just push this down, undo the latch. We don't use the Alu-Cab latches. We actually use a stainless steel latch. We find it a lot easier to use than the sail track. So basically it's a reverse. You throw the cover off. You have 3 Velcros, 1, 2, and 3. So you just go and feel to the back, bring your Velcros down, like so. Push it in. So it's a one-man operation. You can do it really quickly. Basically, roll it up nice and tight. The tighter you roll it up, the better it is and the easier it is for putting it in. So once you get the technique done, you push it up, you find the hole underneath. And like always, I really need my glasses. You don't have to tug on these either. You just a little bit of pressure and then put it down. This one is a little bit more, and we are just about done. Go back to the middle one, just make sure it's all the way in. This goes behind the strap, so it doesn't vibrate, because remember there's a lot of canvas and a lot of poles in that little bag. And that is done. So now the exciting bit. Okay, let's go. Open the door up. So let's get in and have a look at the door. Okay, you see us open this up. It's all pretty straightforward. It's a gas assist gas strut on the door. Pockets you have, light on the door. These two locks are internal locks, so when you actually get inside, we'll show you that a little bit later on when we're actually inside the truck. They actually hold you security-wise, so no one can get in it while you're sleeping at night. I'll open these up, fairly straightforward. They're key locked, same key, another light, very simple. So what we'll do is get inside the truck. I'll just open the other one up, just let a little bit more light in there. Let a little bit more light in, and Artie and I are going to get in the truck like we always do, and I'll show you the trapdoor and how it actually fits onto the tub. Okay, so you can see now we're in. This space here that you've got now is, like I said before on all the videos, it's incredible. It's just a lot of space. You can do a lot of things. You know, toilet, kitchen area, a laying down area, drop a table down. Whatever you want. It's really up to your imagination. Oh, I will show you, like last time, all the wiring for the camper come out here in this corner. And again, like last time, if you haven't seen it before on our other videos, all the wiring is marked. We have a solar power plug. Let's throw that to the side. We have a solar power plug on top of the roof, which can take 2 kayaks. It's quite long. But anyway, so I can move up. We have 2 doors. So one is the bed and the other one is a trapdoor. And overall it's 3 meters long. So just push the trapdoor up and then up goes the bed. And the old creaky knees, here we are. Wow, just look at it. Sorry the lights don't work and all that at the moment, but we haven't finished this one. Again, the customer, I'm going to say thank you to Malcolm for letting us shoot his vehicle before he's picked it up. So there's a little bit of cleaning up to do and a lot of bits and pieces just to tidy it up. Now we'll just run while Artie's there. Now, these canopies or these campers don't actually physically sit on the tub, on the top of the tub. Now, like before, if you haven't, this is the first one you've seen. On the D-Max, they use the standard canopy brackets on all 4 corners, and what that does is it lifts the Canopy Camper proud of this. So this does not sit on here. So what we do, which is the same as when we put a canopy on, we give it enough compression on the seal, and then you bolt it down tight. It's a very simple process. The hardest part here is the back door and the fitting kit to make sure everything's square and aligned and all that. As you see, pockets everywhere, lights everywhere. In the bed upstairs, I'll get Artie to go upstairs in the end of the video. He'll show you that so we don't have to muck around too much. What else is inside? Oh, inside here, on both sides you have an extra reading light, and up the corners you have here is a USB chargers and cigarette lighter chargers, cigarette light points. If Artie goes back a little bit more, as you see, the seal down here is pretty good and it fits really well on the D-Max tub. It's an excellent fit. You can't ask for much better. It's not going to leak from anywhere up the top here at all. The door seals are pretty good. Again, we've had no issues with the Canopy Camper, with the normal Alu-Cab canopies, or even any other canopies with door issues. They've all been fantastic. Like I saw an American one, which I've taken a great fancy to. They've used a marine heater here, a gas heater. In my one, I'm getting one. And on the other side here, you can make a nice little panel and run all your buttons and control panels or whatever you need, because all the wiring will come to that one single point. Now, if Artie, you just go to the back, I'll show you one other thing. Right, so what I've got here is a piece of carpet and a 12mm ply. So this is what we use on the bottom of the troopies. In this case, when you put the 12mm ply down, and this has been used in Australia for a long time, especially in the troopy builds, the ex-rentals, they had this same floor. Because it's ribbed, the water will never sit on there. So as long as you've got a drain plug somewhere in the floor wells to get the water out, you don't need marine ply. And this gets very light, it's non-structural. But if you see here, it is nearly spot on to put the floor down. It's nearly spot on. So if you put, for instance, say carpet, it will be it will be exactly, you know, it won't get much better than that, right? If you go vinyl or some sort of flooring, it's going to be super easy on this. So it's just a matter of cutting to the contours. Once you've got the floor down, then you can do your build. You've got plenty of room. So I don't have an 8mm bolt on me, but you can run an 8mm bolt all the way around here and up top in certain places and right around the Canopy Camper. So it's going to be a super easy fit up. The pockets are great. It's got great grab handles. There's not really anything to tell you that's really bad at the moment till I get one and go through the thing. But these have already been in America for over a year and they've been on rental vehicles as well. So pretty much indestructible. Alrighty, so we'll get outside and have a look at all the back of it and the fitting kit on the back bumper. So right here, the seal is pretty good, and you saw the stainless steel container hinge. The green block here is just so that it actually lifts the thing up over time. It'll have a little bit of lag and it centralises the door. It's really super neat. So we'll go back to the back door, which is pretty important. So a container hinge, and look, if you see right here, you put your lock on there and you can lock and securely do it. Now, this car hasn't been washed. So Malcolm, it will be washed when you get it. And again, thank you. This is a spare, it fits on there really well. There's enough thread there to actually put something else onto it, which is pretty cool. It does and can do, and did on the Amarok, fit a 33-inch tyre. So that's not a big problem. Got your molly plates on both sides, so they're pretty generic. You can do anything you want there. So it's just a matter of finding what you ever want to fit. Shovels, holders. The stainless steel brackets up the top, again, fantastic. It's never going to break off. The Shadow Awning is a great match with this. Really, the doors themselves are great, and we'll just run quickly to the front and just follow me up the front in a minute. Okay, we're at the front here now, as you can see. Like the Amarok, really the table option that normally fits in here, that did fit in underneath a Ranger, is not going to be available for this. There just isn't enough room between the turret of the car and actually the table once it's fitted up. We didn't know this at this stage, but you know, it's one of the little things that you have to go around, get around. But what it does do is gives you a beautiful profile. It's not really that high above the turret of your car. If you have a quick look up there, Artie, up the top you can mount roof bars from left to right, and the roof rails are pretty straightforward, as you can see. This has been happening on the Gen-3 tent since the inception. And again, this can take a lot of loading on the roof, and it's no problems to put two kayaks in there and still open and close the roof. Again, it's fantastic. Really extra support, 4 gas struts on the top. Canvas is awesome, like always. It's a great toy to have. Okay, we're coming to the end of the video, and there were some questions that were asked on previous videos. One was the reversing camera. Both the Amarok, the Ranger, and also the D-Max, in this case the D-Max, the reversing camera is right here. The stop light is up here, so that is already pre-wired and ready to go, so you can pull them out from the wires you have now behind like a trailer plug. That's pretty straightforward. The door itself is quite interesting with the mount. It has 4 very big hinges on it and a very robust door. It's quite a bit of weight in the door. Now, weight, that gets me to weight. So if you haven't seen the other videos, and you'll see on the, especially on the Amarok one, where we went to the expense of driving the car down before we started and weighing it with the extra spare wheel and the tailgate off, and then bringing it back, doing the job, and going back over to the weighbridge when it was fully finished, and it came in 240 kilos. There'll be no different with this. There wouldn't be a kilo or 2 difference at all. The boxes themselves, we call them the box. This is the same for all the cars. It's only the fitting kits that's the difference. So, for instance sake, you don't like your D-Max no more, you want to get a new D-Max. Hey, no problems. You get rid of the fitting kit and you get a new fitting kit and you just change it over to the next car. That's pretty cool. There are no ladders involved. For the step up from here to there, it's pretty easy. They've been doing it now on the Troopies forever and the Land Rovers forever. So again, there's no real excuse. It is the next generation of camping, of lightweight camping, where you don't have to go for the GVM. You can take your boat, your bikes, etc., etc. So it's super cool. We're going to close it up in the black and white part, and you can listen to me babble some more. But overall, it's been a fantastic build, and very, very impressed we are. We've had a lot of people come through the last week or two, and we have a brand new build for a Ford Ranger, brand spanking new, for a lovely young lady, and we're going to get to that in the next video. Hopefully in the next week or two we'll be doing that. And then, then we've got our first extra cab, which is really seriously what we're looking for. My build will be coming soon as well, but anyway. If you have any other comments and questions, please ask down the bottom. Hey, we're not YouTubers as such. We only fit tents, awnings, and now canopy campers and chop roofs off Troopies. So if we blunder our way through it, hey, that's the way life is. The rest of it, enjoy. See you out there. Merry Christmas to you guys. I will actually put the price of the Canopy Camper in the description, and you can give us a call. We're the guys here in Australia to get these type of things fitted up. See you guys. Have a great time. Alrighty, it's Sunday, and last time I forgot to close this and I tried to close it. Oh my God. Bring that trapdoor down. Throw these out. Helps if you leave the windows open. We good? Time to head home.